Welcome to Learning by Doing with Praveen Kandan. This is Praveen. In the Java Exception Handling playlist, we will learn exception handling concepts from the scratch. This is Java Exception Handling session number 20, entry questions and best practices of exception handling. If you're confident about learning, then like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please click the bell icon and select all notification options. Don't choose personalized option. You will miss some session updates. Let's get started. In our previous session, in a detailed manner, I think this is the longest playlist in our channel itself. The last session we have discussed session number 19. We have discussed two real-time examples of custom exception. One is invalid age exception and then insufficient balance checking exception. So I'm not worrying about that detailed explanation. The code there is a video length is also length. It should reach the beginners. That's what's my intent. Okay, so even a beginner freshly coming, they have to write their own exception. So that is the success of the previous video. So I hope it will reach everyone. So coming to the today agenda, today we'll discuss about the entry questions and best practice of exception handling. So best practice in the sense, this is the coding standards you have to follow in the industry, mandatory one. Exception class name should be extended with exception. In our previous examples also, we have tried the same thing. So invalid or insufficient balance exception, insufficient. Here we are using invalid age exception. Should end with the exception. Okay, age error means it is a wrong one because it is not ending with the exception. There is no compilation error, runtime error, but it is not a proper coding standard. Always the exception class name should end with exception, like our built-in exceptions. How it is giving like name array index out of exception, null pointer exception, arithmetic exception, it's like that. Okay, so it will always extend the exception only, checked exception. We already following this because then only we can able to utilize this. Provide constructor with message. Yes, we are providing the constructor with the message. After that, use meaningful error messages. So we are passing only the meaningful error messages only. Then only client can able to understand. Handle exception using try catch whenever it is possible. Using the try catch only. Use custom exception only for business rules. So we are using the business rules. This important logic. Custom exception, invalid age exception. So here and all you are using age validation, bank balance, login validation. Don't, as a beginner, many of them will follow this in the initial days. Don't use custom exception for normal logic like less than or largest among two numbers. Prime number here and all it is not required. Don't leave exception without any message. Without message, don't pass anything. It should be meaningful. Then only at last we'll give the meaningful explanation. So bad practice is throw new my exception. So don't give that without message. Now only are discussed. Final one. Don't catch generic exception unnecessarily. Don't give that even for only one exception you're passing. You can go with that exception name itself. Okay. Create one exception for that. Don't go with the exception generic exception. We already discussed in our previous sessions. Commonly we are using. Avoid this. Don't create too many unnecessary exceptions. So if we know how to create the exceptions, so for that purpose, don't create too much exceptions or because we can able to watch that beginners will do these mistakes. Okay, please avoid these things and all. This is what internally JVM will understand. Throw new my exception. If you are passing here, throw new my exception we are passing. Create exception object in the memory. This new age validation is created in the memory. Stop current method execution. Hereafter this method will not execute rest of the body of statement. Generate exception event. Exception event is now created. It will be thrown to which area? Call stack for handle. Okay, so what will happen? This is removed. Check age is removed. That process called stack unwinding. Now exception is thrown to the JVM. JVM will handle this exception because what exception thrown? Invalid age exception. So that invalid age exception now what is that? JVM will find out is there any exception to catch in main function or not. So that if it is found, execute that catch block. If it is found, yeah, execute that catch block. This is the background process happening. This is what we are clearly explaining in the picture also. Throw new invalid exception means this exception is thrown to the JVM. Okay, so JVM will handle it. So already the in heap memory object is created with the message type and all. So now stops the current execution thrown to the JVM. Now JVM, okay, what exception thrown to the invalid age exception. So JVM will remove that current execute method in that stack. That is process called stack unwinding. JVM searches for catch blocking main function, because in stack only we having the main function alone now. Currently it is removed, check age is removed, main function is alone. So is there any catch block found in that main function or not? Yes, found. So catch block will be handled. Otherwise JVM will directly throw the default exception name, what is that, invalid age exception. Remaining rest of the code of this program will not execute. So rest of the code will be executed means you should use the catch block, handle that exception. Rest of the code will be executed. We all discussed in our previous session. Please watch the session number 19 and then watch this session number 20. So now back to the agenda. Interview questions. What is checked exception means? What is that? Exceptions are identified at compile time itself. Okay, and then at compile time you should handle using try catch or declare the exception by the help of throws method. Okay, so you should handle by either using try catch, immediately providing the solution, or you just carry forwarding by the help of throws, declaring the throws. Who is the caller? That person should handle that exception. Next, why Java introduced checked exception means to avoid the runtime crashes, forces Java programming. Okay, why Java introduced checked exception? At the compile time itself, you have to solve this issue. At runtime, the program should not crash. So this forces Java programming during the compilation time itself. Developers should handle this. What are the two ways to handle checked exception? Using try catch or throws. Developer responsibility. Checked exception, compiler helps. Unchecked means developer must identify where it will happen, because checked time, compiler itself identify what type of exception will throw. Okay, so that is identified compile time itself. So compile will take care about the checked, unchecked. Developer must identify and handle it. Is throws a real solution for exceptions? Short answer: throws is not a solution. Just handling. It is only responsibility for declaration. Am I right? It is not going to show handle this exception. Just at a time compromising the compiler for both built-in and user-defined exception. Okay, it just carry forwarding the issue, not solving. So what does exception handling? An exception mean generally preventing the program crash, giving alternative action, recovering the saved. Example, thread.sleep. If exception is occurring, record from error will be executed by the help of this catch block. So problem managed, continue. What does throws actually do means here just carry forwarding. You're not solving the problem, just compromising the compiler. The main method function will handle by someone who is calling. Okay, so the caller will handle this interrupted exception. That's what I'm telling. I'm not solving the problem, someone must handle it, because we have used the keyword throws interrupted exception here. Someone will handle it while they calling this main function. Responsible for this risky method should be placed in the try block. Okay, so after that throws keyword, with help of throw keyword exception is thrown. So caller method will handle that. Finally JVM will handle it. If nobody will handle it, program terminated. Got it? JVM is taking a care about that. If no one is handling that exception by the help of catch block, so JVM will terminate the program directly without any reason. So works same for built-in and user-defined exception. So built-in example, we already using this built-in methods name. Okay, you didn't fix the problem. You're just declaring here. You only pass the responsibility. User-defined exception also. Throws means not handling, only declared here. Okay. See here, is there any option for handling that exception? No, only a comprise that which one? Compiler. It should not throw an error. Throws invalid age exception only are using. Who is calling this function? That person should handle. So that's what here also it is not solved. Okay. Here, where which here? Built-in exception also not solved. User defined also not solved. Only declare. Okay. Why Java allows throws then? Because sometimes we can't decide recovery at the time itself, we can't be able to find a solution for any problem. Afterwards in future it may be used, so that's why giving that privilege here. Just carry forwarding. Okay, real world analogy. Patient problem occurs. Best example to understand this throws and throw here. See, a patient problem occurs, try catch, doctor treat patients immediately. That is about try catch. Problem is coming, we are solving the problem immediately. If you have normal fever, A normal issue, doctor will treat the patient immediately. Throws water happen means refer to the specialist in case the temperature is too high. So currently that patient can't able to handle by the doctor. Simply they will refer. The, please check with the specialist. Problem not solved yet. Still the problem is rising. Okay, problem is still present. So just referring to the specialist, they'll be super compared to them. They will handle more number of cases. They already handle more number of cases. They can easily find out if it is smaller issue. Nearby clinic itself they can sort out the problem. So that is about try catch means immediately solve the problem. Okay, try catch throws, it refers to someone. Okay, problem not solved yet. So solve problems in the sense try catch is obviously true, throws means no. Handles exception, yes, but throws no. Passes responsibility, try catch is not passing the responsibility, is giving the solution immediately, so it is no. But throws is yes, passing the responsibility. Preventing the crash, which one? Try catch usually. Throws not guaranteed, we are just passing that. Okay, so important statement, throws satisfies the compiler only, but try catchifies the, but the try catch satisfies the program safely. Final rule is throws create, throw is creates exception, throws is declares exception. Important entry question. What's the difference between throws? Throw and throws means throw is creating the exception, throws is declares exception. Because many of the beginners are memorizing, don't do that. We already provided detailed explanation. Work on that and explain to the interior with real-time examples. And also you can work in a real-time projects by help of knowing why we are using that. Throw means creates exception. Throw new, we are giving invalid age exception, insufficient fund exception, or throw new arithmetic exception. We are passing the exception. Throws is declaring the exception. That's it. We are just declaring. Carry forward the problem to some other one. Okay, to carry forward the problem to someone, some other people. Try catch handles the exception, providing the immediate solution. Okay, online memory rule is throws is not handling, it's just forwarding. If your interest asking the question, is declaring throws a solution for both built-in and user-defined exception? No, it's just compromising the compiler. Okay, ultimate exception handling is providing the solution. Okay, this is what happened. Problem is occur, exception object created, throw is yes because of throw. Method informs caller. Yes, throws is handle the problem handled safely by the help of try catch. Yeah, I will clearly explain all these things. You can refer it in your free time. Exception situation, throw new exception is happening. Method declares using throws. Try catch will handle it. This is the best solution. Okay. We'll discuss these things. Simple real life scenario. College and student reports a problem that is throw keyword. Professor forwards to HOD throws because due to some reasons they can't handle at some level. Okay, so they will immediately forward it to the HOD. That is what HOD resolves issue. It is about try catch final solution. Even a professor HOD can't forward, they will forward to the management. That is about try catch. They will provide a solution. So initially the exception is thrown. What is that? Students, a professor reports a problem. Okay, it will forward to the head of department. So throws keyword may give the solution means it will forward, it will be treated as a try catch. In case they are forwarding, it will be a again throws. It should is also coming in the throws category. So at last who is giving the solution? Solution provider is called as a try catch. So this is what you are telling. Throw creates responsibilities taking. Throws is transfers responsibility. Try catch is complete responsibility. If you found this session useful, then like the video, subscribe the channel for more update, and please share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.